Hi and welcome to the channel. I actually recorded the audio while filming, but between interruptions and I cursed a few times from dropping some of the ingredients, I decided to just do a voiceover. So apologies, the audio quality is bad and the hand movements are a bit sporadic, kind of nonsensical. They don't really go with the audio for now, just because of the changes. So my vision for the channel is to go a bit old school with point of view cooking videos. Always found them to be the most enjoyable and informative. If you watch people like Kenji Lopez, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm a home cook, no formal training at all. Just love playing around with recipes that I find online or in books and tweak them. Sometimes I'm gonna make mistakes, doesn't always work out, that's the fun part of it. But hopefully you enjoy the video and get something from it. Any likes and subscribes are greatly appreciated. The recipe is something I came across a few years ago that I've been kind of tweaking with, played around with, but the original is actually probably the way to go. I've been making it since I found it. I just can't remember whose it was. So if you do know who made it, please comment below, let me know so I can tag them in it. And the recipe will be in the caption. The ingredients are as follows. It's evaporated milk, fresh milk, a shot of espresso, it's meant to be instant powder, but I don't have instant espresso. I just have an espresso machine, so I use that. Dark chocolate. I went with some 75% dark. Some salt, a cup of sugar. You got your cinnamon, and then preferably unsweetened cocoa powder. But if you can't find it, it's okay. And I forgot to show the heavy cream, but that goes in with your milk and your evaporated milk once you get to that. So we're going to go in with our 4 cups of regular full fat milk. Then you're going to follow that with 2 cups of evaporated milk and 2 cups of heavy cream. Then you're just going to wait, let it get nice and hot. Make sure you keep stirring it because you don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pot. It'll burn, going to give a really bad taste in the hot chocolate, which you're not going to want. And it's a pain to clean afterwards because there's nothing worse than some burnt milk. Sometimes your pots might be fine though if you got like some form of like one of those hex clad things. I don't know if they make non-stick pots, but I don't have them. So after that, we're going to go in with our dark chocolate. Make sure once you get it in that you allow it to melt fully. If you're putting it in, make sure it's chopped or you break it up by hand so that it's going to melt easier and you're not going to get it as clumpy or bits floating around as you're making everything else. It will eventually melt, but it's just easier to get that melted through first. And then nicely incorporate that into the mix. You're going to add in your cocoa powder, which I managed to drop everywhere and absolutely destroy my kitchen while recording. That's why I had those F-bombs and decided to just do a voiceover, which may not go well at all. I'm not even going to listen to this back. I'm just going to attach it, sync it up, and then hope for the best. Once you get your cocoa powder in, make sure you do mix it through because this is where you're going to get clumps and you don't want that. You want your hot chocolate to be nice and smooth. Once you put that in, then we're going to add in, what I used was the shot of espresso, but you can use your instant powder. It's going to be the same thing. Once you add in your cinnamon and salt, you want to make sure and mix those through thoroughly as well. After that, then you can clean up as you go. Let that kind of mix. You want to cook it through. Make sure it's nice and hot. As that's being done, we're going to mix our cream. I've messed up. I was going to curse again, but I didn't have enough heavy cream left. Just enough kind of for 2 cups, and I decided to use an electric whisk with it, which is a really bad idea as I made even more mess, which I decided to leave in because the name of the channel is Imperfect Cook for a reason. I'm going to mess up, but I want to add it in. I want to keep it as raw as possible. It went everywhere. Afterwards, I just kind of turned that off, took it away, and it's got a hand whisk and whisked that up instead. There's going to be fails. That's the joys of it. After that, all that's left to do is fill yourself up in this big cup. What I would say is while you're mixing your hot chocolate, or while you're whisking your cream, sorry, leave your hot chocolate at a slightly lower heat. I'd probably put it down to like a low temp on a stove, just so that it doesn't bubble over or burn to the bottom of the pot. Once you fill up your mugs, you're going to top it off with some heavy cream, shave over some dark chocolate. If you just use a normal grater, I just have a microplaner, so I just use that. Um, let that cool a small bit probably first before you put your cream on it though, because it will absolutely incinerate the roof of your mouth, which I did because I'm an idiot. If you do give the recipe a try, I'd love to know. Comment below if you try it, or if you know of any other good recipes to try for hot chocolate, especially this time of year. It's great in the colder temperatures, especially northern hemisphere. I know down in like Australia and stuff, it's summertime now, so you're probably not drinking as much hot chocolate. But it's always good to mix in with some Baileys, or who knows what else. You can make mochas and stuff with it. It does keep well, so you can pop it in the fridge and use it over the space of a couple of days if you go with doubling or tripling the amount that you're making. If there's any requests for things to make, I'm probably just going to make things that I enjoy making, or I find that I want to try on a weekend. I like to try things usually on like Sundays. So that'll probably be like my day where I'll make something, record it and upload it. If you have requests of things that you'd like to see me make, or just to give a go, please comment them on below, so I can give them a go. Any likes and subscribes again are greatly appreciated. It gives me an idea of things that I can work on or anything like that. Same with equipment. The plan is to slowly build up what I have, just because I'm using my phone pretty much for everything right now. Obviously lighting will be improved upon, and then obviously image quality, and sound. So I think the next bit is to get some form of camera that I can strap to my forehead or something like that for point of view shots. Because I want to keep it kind of old school YouTube feel. And that's pretty much it. Thanks again for watching the video. And then if this is the only video I upload between now and Christmas, happy holidays.